Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to some more story mode of the Long Dark, also known as Wintermute. Where yesterday we completed episode 1. We left Grey Mother with a ton of stuff. Food, gear, medicine. I think she'll be alright. Now we're in Mystery Lake, and we have, well, now we have an angry trapper to help out. And hey, let me go ahead and get my, get another copyright strike here while we're going. Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, worst comes to worse, I'll mute the VOD on YouTube, and it'll be fine. Hey, maybe cat. Will I do playthrough? Playthrough of what? Of this? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Hello, Kofi. I will talk during the intro. Maybe that way I won't get a copyright strike. But good to see you as well. Come on, work with me, internet. God dang it.
You back to me.
Okay. And boom, we're in. It hailed, Goofy. Wow. You were shooketh? I can understand that. Hail in March is it's a little early for that. You didn't get a copy. Okay, well, maybe the algorithm will be understanding. I'm not going to hold out much hope.
Hey.
Damn it. Not again.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Not the lights.
Hey.
All good.
Easy. Take it easy.
Jeremiah and his very sensible facial hair.
Who are you?
Name's Mackenzie. I'm the one who saved you from the bear.
Not the way you shoot.
You kill it?
I don't think so. But I hit it. Maybe scared it away.
Not the way you shoot.
Glad your memory's coming back.
Shit. He got me good this time.
What month is it supposed to? Well, that's more like, you know, hail's like a
This time?
thunderstorm thing. It's probably more like more of a summer thing. You know, at least late
Me
spring.
and the old bear go back a ways. There's unfinished business between us.
I bandaged you up, but you're in bad shape. Is there anywhere to get medical help?
What? You mean like a hospital? Out here? Nah, nothing like that.
You never seen hail before. Oh,
I see you have a radio.
understandable.
Can we call for help?
No. Radio's been dead for the past few days. I can't raise any of the usual channels. I'm not sure why.
Well, you'll need some stronger meds to avoid infection. And for the pain.
You some kind of doctor?
No.
He just
But
married
I've
one.
been around doctors enough to know you'll be in trouble soon. Unless you get some better help than I can give you.
Yeah. Right. Well, closest help is probably in Milton. Back the way you came.
Wouldn't it be too hot? Not necessarily. Like summers
there's
when you
nobody
got the
left
most of the air pad, like the
The town's pretty much deserted.
high pressure
was
and
a
low
fire.
pressure systems kind of bumping up against each other.
The next town's days away. I'm wrecked. But if you leave now, you might be able to...
You won't last days like this.
Oh, you never finished the
Must be another
story.
way.
What are you saying? Well, I mean,
There's
that's fine. Hey, that's
someone
more,
who might help.
just one more reason for you
Lois,
to
listen by radio.
maybe come back and stream again. Maybe can.
So, we're back to where we started. There's got to be somewhere nearby that might have medical supplies or another radio we can use.
You might find some comms gear or parts in the old Carter Dam. It's probably ancient stuff, though. That place has been abandoned for years. They used to have a first aid room. Might still be some old meds there, too. Something strong enough to maybe numb this pain.
Hang in there. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Wait. Wait.
Yes, Jeremiah.
The old bear. He's still out there.
Yes, we noticed.
He'll be wanting to finish the job.
Okay.
Here. Take my rifle. You won't kill him, but you might scare him off again.
Right.
Watch out. The dam.
Your brother moved out, so you have time to stream.
Unstable.
Nice. Oh, but you gotta go. Okay, well, no worries.
What?
Appreciate you dropping by.
What do you mean
And yeah,
unstable?
to answer your question, maybe can we will be doing episodes 3 and 4 as well.
Ah.
But have a good one.
Damn it. He's passed out.
Okay, do I still have all my stuff from episode 1? I do. Hey, hey. What difficult? I just put this on Capable Survivor. Mostly we're doing this for lore purposes. Oh, but my well-fed got reset. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, yeah, did that. All right, so there's other survival school stuff. Okay, go to the dam. Right. Remind myself, I do have pot and can. There will be no skillets, so we can just leave those there. Can't have those. That's fine. No. Another pot. Wow.
Hope I can still eat this.
I think you can. Well, there we go. Snare a rabbit. I just did that. And we should have, yeah, we got 9 rounds because we got like 2 ammo rounds from Milton. You got to go now? Okay.
Excellent.
4 kilograms. Ugh. Now, see, I am absolute garbo with the rifle, so this could be educational. It could be, or it could be, well, bad. Storm lantern we have? We do. Okay. Just leave that there. Okay. And that's Infinifier. So we'll just let that go.
I need to drop something.
Okay, so we got to go to, you know, we're there. We got to go to Carter Hydro. I say we make a quick pit stop at Camp HQ.
That trapper's my key to getting out of here. He'd better not die on me.
That way, we can have our stuff be accessible for when... at the tail end of this episode, I remember this much. We get kicked out of Jeremiah's place, and all of our loot goes in that little storage bin on the right-hand side of his house. And if you got a lot of stuff, that's a lot to loot somewhere else. So maybe we head that off a touch. And we start depositing things at camp office ahead of time. That way, we'll only have to lug a few things when the time comes. How are we for stickage? Wait, how do I have 2 stacks of sticks? That's odd. Okay. Say, wait a minute. They didn't put a limit on the stack size for sticks. No, if there was, we would have heard about it. Because if there's one thing Long Dark players love to do, it's pick up sticks. No, thankfully, yeah. They did hit that hot fix. Was a couple, 2-3 days ago now, and it didn't look like there was anything like really. Well, I mean, let me put that. I didn't look like anything earth-shattering to me. Now, I do know that people were complaining about losing their travois. It was like clipping down beneath the ground, and obviously that has the potential to lose a lot of very valuable stuff. And it sounds like they have, if that does happen, they will show up in a lost and found box, so that's good. Because I know that's what, 4 maple saplings, a deer hide, and guts, plus whatever you put on the actual travois. That's potentially a lot to lose just for some peculiarities in the ground. But in terms of like massively substantive gameplay changing fixes, I mean, I'm happy to be corrected. If I'm overlooking something, please let me know. But nothing like that springs to mind. What my eyes went to immediately was, actually, it wasn't labeled as a fix, but I think they said what is like the logic for placing campfires and stone caches on slopes. It'll be more forgiving now. So odds are, like, lots of people have endured the heartbreak of finding that animal you shot a while ago, tracking it, and then you finally catch up to it, and it's on a steep slope that you can't put a fire on, so you either got to get cold while harvesting, or just, it really complicates making good on your kill, especially on Loper, or even heaven forfend Misery. It's like on even like Loper, you pretty much need, if you see all these limbs out and about, you need a fire just to harvest one of those bad boys. because you're going to be hacking away either a hacksaw or a hatchet for 45 minutes at minimum, and you can't be out in the elements for 45 minutes and Loper not get cold. The game just won't allow it. So yeah, hopefully that will be a good quality of life improvement. Yeah, if anyone has any other, if you have any favorite hotfix line notes, feel free to pop those in chat. But I don't think we need to get to. Well, it's good that they did it, but let's be honest, we're mostly interested in, well, for our purposes, having episode 5 pop up. Now, four deer, 3 bun-buns. Wow. Popular place, this. Yes, hello. No, don't go that way. There's wolves over there. Or do. Don't. I'm not your dad. Okay, yeah, so we'll just pop in here, offload some loot, get our weight down, and then... Yeah, because I think, I don't... Yeah, I think... My memory of this particular part of episode 2, there is a... well, the text for the mission says, get the meds back to get the meds back before Jeremiah dies. I can't remember if there's an actual threat of that happening, or if that's just flavor text to inject a little uncertainty, a little urgency. Okay. Bonjour, Lac Mystère. I returned. And we're greeted by the Ninja Orchestra. Ooh, frozen angler. Weighs nothing. Catch fish at a fishing hole found in ice fishing huts. Okay. Well, real quick, let me just dump those there. That'll help a bit. More than a bit, actually. Do we have any extra clothing? We do not. We didn't bring a ton of extra food. Okay. Okay, let's just we'll do a quick whip around here.
Goodness.
Okay, we got one of those, but good to have spares. Oh, park notice. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot. Not a nice prospect. As per the usual procedures, lock up all lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bearer-proof containers. And please take the flag down this year. We had to replace it after last winter, so winds just tear it to shreds. After you finish closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear and drying old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you that backwater posting. Great Bear sure has gone downhill since the quakes. Nope. Okay, fire log, hatchet. Definitely don't need either of those.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ooh, fishing tackle. Yes, please. So we will be doing that. Matches. Sewing kit. Lovely. Hey, Andrea. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. How goes things? Still preparing for your trip?
I could use this.
Still getting out ahead? Or are you at a spot where you can relax a bit? Because I know you had a lot on your plate recently. Ooh, key to Lake Cabin 3.
Is it food or?
Yeah, a terrible night. Oh no. Well, that sucks. I mean, share if you want, but you don't feel obliged. You had a deep tissue massage yesterday. Oh, and you were up on that flu. Oh, flu-like symptoms. Oh, that is awful. Yeah. You couldn't stop trembling? Oh wow. You thought that was supposed to be relaxing. I was under that impression too. Yeah. In all honesty, I've never got a massage, so
This'll come in handy.
I can't say for sure. But yeah, I like deep tissue massage sounds. What's the word? Harrowing? Yeah, it sounds like the sort of thing that could definitely go the wrong way.
Hope I can still eat this.
Especially if you're not used to it. But no, that is awful. So, are we thinking the feeling is at least partially attributable to like the manner of the massage? Or it could be like could it be correlating like the massage and the arrival of the flu-like symptoms just happen to overlap? Okay, put the we got water. We'll put those there for now. Put those there too. There we go. The body said no to that. Yeah, clearly. Well, that stinks. Yeah, Well, I hope the symptoms clear up soon. That is, there's never a good time to be feeling sick, but definitely not when you have a trip in the not too distant future. Okay, what is making us still heavy? Well, here, let's do that. Put that. There we go. Okay, it'll be one over. Actually, I will grab a soda.
Too heavy.
William, I'm trying to help you out here. Oh, you feel better today. Good. Just a bad night. All right. Well, we'll chalk that up to a learning experience. just one of the less pleasant kinds. And if there is another deep tissue massage in your future, it'll be from somewhere else, most likely. But yeah, glad to hear you're feeling better. How is Dante? Oh, he's well. Okay, grab that. Okay, I see 2 doggos down. Nope, 3 doggos down on the ice. Definitely not going that way. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't need a passport for pets, do you? I think you might need certify their their shots are all up to date and whatnot. Maybe quarantine, but pets don't need passports, do they? I wouldn't think so, because you would need birth certificates then. He's great. Excellent. Love to hear it. Yeah, some errands to run today. You're looking forward to a lazy evening with him tonight. Nice. Are we lazing with some reality TV, perhaps? Some streaming shows? Some Slay the Spire? Or we just gonna go with whatever vibes strike you in the moment? How did I know? Well, Andrea, I don't know if you know this. You do talk about your media consumption habits on this podcast you have. A podcast that of which I am a listener. Oh, you're also Monster. Are you playing the original, or are you checking out the Monster Train sequel? Oh wow, nothing there. I've seen some people play Monster Train 2, and they had some pretty positive things to say about it.
Too much stuff to carry.
The original? Okay, makes sense. Oh, you didn't know there was a sequel? Oh yeah. I think they came out with if not a demo, like an early access pretty recently. Yeah, there is a Monster Train 2 out there. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Because I haven't used a rifle for this in like ages. Okay, well I yanked it, but the lamppost cheese still exists in story mode. So, I'm gonna file that away for later. Yeah, for I never use the rifle. It's too heavy. And I'm terrible with it. Give me a bow any day. Also, we only have so many shots with this, so maybe I don't know. Can I just ignore you? I might just ignore you. I know we're ruining the soundtrack. You want to see the bun clip? Which one is the bun clip? I can think of two. Is it the stoic bun or the bun that was clipping through the terrain? Got him. There, that's what I had to do. I had to make it harder. Twist. Oh, okay. The yeah, the buns must be punished one. Oh, rifle ammo. Yes, please. Are those better than my current pants? See, 73, 75. They are. A little bit more restrictive, but that's okay.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
It is not. And unlike episode 1, we have no elderly people to offload our crappy food onto. Whatever we find, we gotta eat. See. Oh right, do I have bedroll? I do have bedroll. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, that actually, Andrea, that reminds me. I should at some point, actually make a. I should make a channel trailer using some of the clips. So we've been going for like more than 2 years now. I think we have enough for like a 30-second highlight, maybe even a minute-long highlight reel. Look. Scooter, is that you? Yeah, that was Scooter. Okay. So I think, yeah, it's time? Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I can have that be a little side project as we're taking around. There are some changes potentially afoot here. I have some ideas, but they're gonna take a little doing, a little planning. Excuse me. And yeah, I think the yeah, a little highlight, because I think that's also something we can show.
Carter Dam. This place has seen better days.
Yeah, that's something we can show if I can
That'll
figure
come
out
in handy.
how to do so. Something we can show raiders when people raid into the channel, which happens every so often. Now, will it require me to figure out more settings on OBS? Will I absolutely stress and sweat over that, despite it being not actually that complicated?
I'll be hungry later.
But you know, if we're going to grow the channel, and I don't know, and like make this the best experience it can be for all you lovely people, maybe that's something I should consider.
Better take this food.
36% though. Okay, we crouch because we care. Okay. But yeah, I will add that to the to-do list. Oh, Carter Hydro staging area gate key. Seems like that'd be important. Briar House Winter Crew warning. 2 Briar House Winter teams. Carter Dam reminder. We know some of you like to hang out at the dam during your breaks and off hours, but the whole facility is still a no-go. The place is falling apart and unsafe to enter, especially the lower dam. If you need another reason, our insurance won't kick in if you hurt yourself in there. You'll be on your own. Crew 7 Foreman.
I'll be hungry later.
Is that better than a decent fleece cowl? It is. And it's 100% more Canadian.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
You don't. Okay, that has to be better than our shirt. Oh, like almost twice. No, actually, yeah. 3 times as good. Heavier, yes, but warmer. And that's the important thing.
Could end up being useful.
Oh, wow. No. But these are, yeah, those are 2.2. Those are 1. Yeah, not even close. Okay, and we're 7 kilograms over because we lost our well-fed, unfortunately, and we're gonna need a couple days to bring that back. But in the meantime, okay, we'll wander around a little cucumbered. It's fine. Oh,
Is it food or?
William, you know the answer to that. Come on now. Okay. Checking our 6. Gonna do a crazy Ivan. Not the orchestra. William.
Holy shit.
William. Hey, Sylvia's good to see you. Welcome in. Not the Ninja Orchestra. How's your weekend going, Sylvia's? Good to see you. And we're knocked out.
Unfinished business with the bear, he said.
But we're warming up. Could have been worse, I suppose.
Can't feel my feet.
I assure you they're still there, William. All right, let's get our boy inside real quick. Yeah, hard to tell whose ninja credentials are more intact, the orchestra or the bear. Like we looked around, there was no sign of a big nasty bear anywhere there, and yet.
Hello? Anyone here? This place looks like it's been empty for a while.
What were you expecting, Will? Okay. Well, okay, this is... I'm trying to remember. There are scripted auroras. And if that's the case, we need to be very careful, because there's a lot of wires here. But if not, we should be able to loot it with ease. The problem is, if I'm wrong, and there are just like rando... Oh, hang on, that sounds like that sounds like a blizzard, actually. Stay inside. Okay. Well, the game's making that pretty clear.
Come in handy.
Okay. So, yeah. If that is in fact a blizzard out there, then we have no fear of an aurora. So, let's lighten our load a bit. And because there's going to be loot in here. We can buzz around, be nice and nimble, agile, and more importantly, lots of room for more loot. Tofu! Welcome! How are you? How's your weekend going? Oh, and happy belated partnerversary to you. But good to see you, Tofu. Actually, I am derelict. I am falling down on the job. I am not being a proper streamer. I need to give people a proper welcome. But good to see you, Tofu. Welcome in. We're just having ourselves a little...
But yeah.
We're loading up on lore.
I'll see you guys in a couple of moments. Go stretch your bum. Lift your bum, go stretch your legs. We'll come back with some alcohol. We'll come back with some great company. And yeah, we'll continue playing some Everspace 2. We'll play some Pew Pew.
Okay, that was an unexpected clip. There you go. Yeah, we'll give Sylvius a shouty as well.
No, no.
There we go.
The boys are waiting. No.
Thank you, Stream Elements.
The boys are... My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I could teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I could teach you, but I have to charge. No.
I definitely understood that pop culture reference. That's a top musical stylings there, Sylvius. Well done.
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
Oh. What just happened? It's like I just ran out of battery. Shut up. Shut up, game. Shut right up.
Good old Doki Doki. Yeah, thank you all for swinging by. Really appreciate that. Yeah, folks, all those awesome people I just shouted out, go follow them. Andrea is fantastic. Love hanging out on her stream. Sylvius, a great part of our Long Dark community. And Tofu, awesome science and variety streamer. Gives lots of neat tech talks. And also plays a bunch of really super cool games. I think it has been 1 year since she got partnered on Twitch. And I remember when she was just a little tofu, and she was I think I found her because the Twitch recommendation algorithm was useful for a change, and then because I had been playing Alien Isolation recently, it popped Tofu into my recommendations. And lo and behold, it was a great call. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we 3.5 kilograms of carrying capacity, but we can do better. Because it's unlikely we're going to need to start any fires or shoot at anything while we're here. So we can just leave some of that behind, as long as we don't forget it, because we're gonna need that rifle eventually. Okay.
Seems like the quakes did some damage here.
You think,
Must be
William?
what the old guy meant about unstable.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
So yeah, we're I should be disciplined in my looting. We don't need all the things. You know, the game will provide. It is the loot is it's gentler on story mode, because again you're here for the story, as well as the or at least as much as that for the survival elements. So most often the game will give you stuff pretty close to what you need. Now, not always. You do. It is not something you can do on autopilot. But I think we don't have to grab every single thing. As opposed, unlike when we were playing like the higher difficulty survival mode, when even if the food is rather low condition,
Hope I can still eat this.
you do still want it, because you don't know when you're gonna find more. And then eventually you get to cooking 5, and your gut is basically, one, just like a steel trap, basically. Ooh, hydro safety shutdown notice. Dated from sometime in the 1990s, although the exact date is illegible. Oh, hang on. Let me not waste lantern fuel. Although now I can't see shit. There we go. Okay. I'm sure this will come as no surprise to you, but ever since seismic activity on the island has become such an issue, it's been almost impossible to run Carter Dam profitably. Besides that, the recent eco-activism, or let's call it what it is, terrorism, has introduced new risks that have brought plant and worker safety into question. Therefore, I am sad to report that after years of trying to modernize Carter Dam, and after the failed attempts of its original creator, the eponymous Richard Carter, it's finally time for me to also admit defeat, as he did those decades ago. No ambition of mine justifies putting your lives in danger. Read, not profitable enough. All workers will be transported out as soon as we can guarantee your safety. In the meantime, please keep an eye out for any suspicious activity in or around the dam. The so-called forest talkers are still active in the area. Thank you for your dedication to the cause and my profits. Yours truly, Robert Clark, CEO, Carter Hydro Energy. So just like Grey Mother said, once the mainland couldn't wring it couldn't wring what it wanted out of Great Bear in a profitable manner,
Food or...
they just cut it loose. And anyone who happened to be here and depended on those jobs, well, they're just out of luck. Ooh, also, I love these posters. Like the Desolation Point one we saw in the Milton Camp office. These are lovely. When Hinterland's merch store is fully up and running again, I want to be. I don't have a lot of decorations in my place. Typical single male. But I would put those up on my walls.
Hope I can still eat this.
Okay, we do have water. We'll hold off on that, but we're good on water for now. Trash can letter. I'm so off at you. You told me the Forest Stalkers were legit, and we've been doing good work out here. All I've seen is a ragtag bunch of dummies who are disorganized and have no plan. It's way too cold out here to be here this time of year. And the wildlife, I mean, you told me there would be actual wolves out here. This is crazy. You can hear them outside at night howling. It's making me crazy. What are we doing out here? People said Great Bear was hit hard by the quakes, but man, I had no idea it was so stuck in the Dark Ages. You mean antiquity? You owe big time for bringing those supplies. I think it's probably you owe me big time. And if the weather doesn't warm up soon, I'm out of here, and you will not be seeing me again anytime soon. Sounds like someone's not committed to the cause.
What the?
That's a corpse will. Ooh, key to the administration office. Phil, Jax has been seeing some wolves around the area, and last week Emily said she thought she saw bears skulking around camp. I'm not convinced it isn't those Briarhouse thugs trying to scare us off, but just in case, keep this flare gun handy. It's the closest thing we have to a firearm. Well, we already have the flare gun.
Let's hope I never have to use this on anyone.
But yeah, well, it'll be really nice to have a spare, maybe. Now, the administrative office. Okay, nothing over there. I believe that is upstairs here. Yeah, in there. But real quick, let's just check the top of the stairs. And there is nothing. Hooray!
This'll come in handy.
No, William, it will not. I mean, I appreciate your optimism, but you're lugging around a rifle and like a dozen flare shells, and you're excited about a rock? Come on now. Hey, Zert, good to see you. How you doing? Hope your Sunday is going well.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Here. Ooh, a hastily scribbled note pointing out a hidden supply cache. Ooh. The penmanship on this note suggests the author was in a hurry. I left it in a cave. Head up back from the dam. Follow the river. Look for a cave near a clearing with a hunter's blind. Ah, Alan's cave. I was going to say, that sounds like Alan's cave.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah, we're just getting going here. Thankfully, the loot does carry over from episode 1 to episode 2. So we're... Yeah, thanks to going hard in Milton, we're set up pretty alright.
Aid station. That sounds like what the trapper needs.
Oh, my pry bar is no good here? Sure, alright. Doing pretty good. Oh, over your sinus infection. Nice.
What have we here?
Hey, I'm doing okay. It was a Sunday like most Sundays. Prep for the week, laundry, cleaning, cooking, etc.
Excellent.
I did. Again, this is an example of like the
Must be something we can use to fix the shortwave.
the thrill-a-minute life I lead. I made curry again, and
Nobody needs this anymore.
I've experimented with, I use pork bone broth. Okay, there's our radio parts. Oh, and I guess that, yeah, ignore those then. Okay, we gotta get the medical supplies. And then the key for the med locker, probably in here.
Hope I can still eat this.
No sense risking it. But yeah, and I only kind of sampled, but the bone broth seems to work pretty well. Oh, you mentioned extra virgin olive oil on ramen. You like it? Cause nice, yeah.
This stuff will come in handy.
When I ate instant ramen more frequently, I would, if I wanted to feel fancy, maybe even continental, I would rather than use the flavor packet, I would just drizzle some olive oil on top and maybe apply some garlic as well. There you go. Locker key. Elevator maintenance. The maintenance ticket. The elevator's acting up again. We've checked the mechanicals and they seem fine. Must be something glitchy in the electrical system. Keep an eye on it. It's really the only way to the turbine room. If the elevator gets stuck, it'll be a long walk before you get back to the control room. Also, a safe. Well, as long as we're here. About 30-ish. But yeah, I agree, sir. That is it's a good substitute. Then I think putting the flavor packet or soy sauce or what have you. About 30, about 37. Yeah, called 3037. You do garlic 2, some cayenne pepper. Yeah, that's good stuff. And absolutely, a significant reduction in the amount of sodium intake, no doubt.
This will come in handy.
No, yes, okay. There we go. Okay. So let's get Jeremiah his meds. Looks like it has been touched in a while.
Strength antibiotics and very strong painkillers. Dangerous. You can get hooked on this stuff. Let's hope we don't need it.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, yeah, there. Give the supplies back to the old trapper before he dies. I cannot recall that ever actually happening.
Looks like this thing isn't opening unless I can get the power working again.
Okay. Well, it's still blizzarding out there, so not much sense in us going out and about, or oot and boot, as the case may be. You're thinking about doing a story mode run? Yeah, the idea for this anyway was just to get some dip into the lore. And trying to get want you to get some maybe a little preview about what's going to happen in episode 5, and potentially I think, did we do the other one? I think we did the other one. There we go. Yeah, get an idea what's going to happen in episode 5, and maybe manifest
this gear is slowing me down.
I know, Will, I know. Yeah, to manifest episode 5 mid-playthrough. You're looking for the Polaroid, cannot find where they say it is in the Timbies. Oh, the Timbies are no fun at all. Okay. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for you, Zert. Well, first off, are you open to any, any nudges, any little non-spoiler prodding in the direction, or do you just want to try to find that out on your own? Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, leave that there. Maybe shed a little weight that way. Oh, spoil away? Okay. Yeah, don't want that. Not at all. Alright, the camera is at the observatory. Have you been to the observatory? Oh, wait, no, the Polaroid. Okay, sorry, I think that up at the camera. No, the Polaroid. Okay, sorry, I had a brain flare and thought you were talking about the camera. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, I'll leave a few of these behind as well. We don't need all of those. No one is supposed to be in cabin C. Oh yeah, the cabins along the road. Okay, that would explain why you're dealing with the Timbies. Oh, nice. Yeah, it took me a while to get the to get all the camera-related achievements. A Polaroid. I'm just trying to remember, like, where are the points of interest? You got the cabins along the road. You've got the house where you go in through the top. You got the last lonely cottage. You got the is it in that that cave? Okay, if you don't like when you go in, you take a right at the fork on the road to go along the road, go up to the cabins. You take a left, you go down where like the trees and the deer and the rabbits and then the last lonely cottage is. In that lower area off to the left, in the back, there's a cave that actually has a rim grill in there. I'm trying to remember if there's a is the Polaroid there or not? My memory is failing me. Okay, that blizzard is still going. My goodness. Yeah, so if it's a Polaroid you're after rather than the camera, I do apologize. I don't know how much help I'm going to be. Anyway, if it's for a Polaroid, I mean, were it my call, I would give you dispensation just to look it up. Okay. Blizzard over. Thank goodness. Let me part with a little bit more of this stuff. There we go. 7 kilos will, well, not ideal. We can make it work.
I'd better check in on that old trapper.
Okay. Oh, wait. I have 2 flare guns now, don't I? I do. Okay. We don't want 2. We want 1. That'll be a little bit. Oh, you tried looking up the place they show. You have no luck. Oh, I gotcha. I see. Yeah, that would definitely explain your frustration. Okay, well, where did they say to look? I think he said cabin C. What other places did they tell you to look? Because like as it's Sundered Pass, there's not that many spots to not that many loot laden spots or even like points of interest. Especially if you're not following the Tales quest line. Excuse me. Tour cabin B apart with base customization. Okay. No luck. Oh, and zerts and ads. Okay. Well, we'll pause the conversation while capitalism does its thing. Well, let's see. Where else? Where else? Well, there's the other cabins. Obviously, that's going to involve going past multiple Timby packs. Maybe even a bear, too, if you're particularly unlucky. Oh, are you back, Zert? Yeah, you might just have to. Well, okay, if you wanted to do a point by point search, well, I guess I don't know what state your run is in. Like if you're like low condition or whatnot. You did say you have been dealing with Timbys, which is no fun for anyone. But maybe like check the other cabins, just to see if did they get the wrong one. You say cabin B, cabin C. Is cabin C the last one on the road, or could they have been talking about the one that's at the very end? Near the unyielding inundation. One of the few place names in the Long Dark that can compete with distempered flat cars for just sheer flexing of one's thesaurus. Cabin C is the last one on the road. Okay. Yeah, it sucks, but you might just end up having to do just go from point of interest to point of interest. Like the cabins, well, no, not the fishing hut. No, I don't. Yeah, because like there's that fishing hut that's down on the water, like on the way to the big climb. If you're doing the tail. But I don't have a memory of finding anything of use there. But again, if you're if you're hard up for ideas, you might you might have to just like do like those. There's the yeah, there's the 2-story house. And do we? Oh right, yeah, because there's that achievement for finding every Polaroid in the far territory, and there's 2 per, right? There's 2 in the airfield, 2 in the Zoc, and then 2 in Sundered Pass. So, are you looking for both or just the one? That is what you're going for. Okay, yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah, Faithful Cartographer doesn't extend to the far territory, so you wouldn't be mapping Sundered Pass for fun. I can't imagine many people are. Someone is though. It is the internet after all. Looking for both. Okay. So you have been to the you've been to the observatory and you had no luck there. I'm assuming you gave the the observatory the full looting treatment because of course you did. Why wouldn't you? You were a good Long Dark player. You wouldn't leave a spot like that unlooted. Yeah, elsewise, there is so okay, going back down the path from the observatory. There's the last lonely cottage. There's that cave at the back of the zone, at the back of the lower area. That's an option. Oh, he didn't look very well just after the camera? Okay. Well, maybe maybe worth a look, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. You two. Our tools are fine. You can wait in there. I guess we'll take that. Probably don't need all of those. Stash some in there. Have to take the. Oh, do we need to be carrying around 28 cattails? Arguably, no. No spare clothing. No spare clothing. Very good. Okay, well that's better. Still not great, but better. Three, one. We're wearing all that. 6 kilograms. Half of that is water. Suppose we can. A little bit of that there. Yeah, as ever, the tools are where we're having most of our weight come from, and like a third of that is just the rifle itself. Good grief. Okay. Well, okay, 2 kilograms I can live with. So let's go. Let's run back to Jeremiah.